you know, Villanova has a good basketball team. You know, they got experience. They can hurt you inside. They can hurt you from the three-point line, obviously. And I thought they did a great job today. With that being said, you know, I thought we started the game well, first 7, 8 minutes, and then things kind of came apart for us. And again, I'm more disappointed in our defensive effort of letting the team score, you know, shoot 53 from two and 54% from the three-point line. We've got to be more locked in defensively. And then, you know, we're settling for too many three-point shots. You know, 4 for 24. When we're not knocking down shots, we got to have the ability to throw the ball into the paint to try to get a basket or driving the basketball. We're settling for too many threes. So, again, we got a lot of work to do. Get these guys a couple of days off for Christmas, but we got to get back and get to work.
Deshaun, can you just talk about some of the problems or some things that Villanova does that causes, some headaches for opponents, especially today? Kind of just what do they do to kind of give you guys some problems there?
We know that they post up their guards, they post up the wings, they post up at every position. So all week in practice, we really been working on being able to keep our chest on the ball and the post and being able to pivot with them and not falling for the pump fakes and everything and stand on the ground. I just feel it's really just us, really, more of than it is them. We just got to be more locked in on defense. And tonight, I just feel like some shots was open, they didn't go in. Some shots we forced, and a lot of their shots went in. So a game like that, it's going to be hard to win.
Deshaun, as the clock hit zero tonight, there were some boos coming off the court as you guys are heading back to the locker room. What's the message just to like the fans who are utterly like just disappointed and almost embarrassed of the team's performance up to this point in the year, and as now Big East play gets a little more difficult?
It's really just motivation for us. I mean, that's obviously not a good thing. We got booed off the floor, or whatever. But I feel that it's motivation for our team to come after the break and lock in and continue to work hard and continue to get better every day. So by the end of Big East, when we go to look at our standings, we higher than what people believed, and then those people aren't going to be booing no more. They're going to be cheering for us.
Jaden, you guys seem like you got off to a decent start offensively there in the first half. Can you just talk about what happened in the second half to kind of where it seemed like you guys were struggling a little bit more offensively? How do you fix some of those lapses offensively moving forward?
Honestly, to start the game, we had a lot of pop to us, a lot of energy to us, and I think in the second half we didn't come out with the same energy. We were really defeated to coming out, and Coach Stubblefield always emphasizes the first four, and we just didn't come out and compete. But I believe that we're going to get it back together next game.
Thank you.
Coach, can you just talk about you mentioned some of the problems that Villanova provides in your opening statement, but can you just talk about anything specifically that they do that's hard to guard or plan for?
You know, they make you pick your poison here because they got a very good post-up player in Eric Dixon who can beat you. And when you go double, they got shooters all around him. So you're giving something up to a very good basketball team. And if you don't double, then he's tough to guard down there. So, you're kind of playing cat and mouse here, trying to keep him off balance. But they got really good pieces out there that can make you pay from three, or they got some pieces down there where they can throw the ball down to the post. And they have the ability to be able to post their guards as well, who are 6'5", 6'6", 220 pounds, where they can post guards up, and that's different scheme standpoint from a lot of teams.
Hi, Coach. I believe the team got out rebounded tonight, like 43-25. Was there any reason that Churchill Bass only got 11 minutes tonight, knowing that Villanova possesses a lot of size and, maybe as a mid-game adjustment, getting him a little more minutes out there? It's kind of just like run me through that whole process of him only getting 11 minutes tonight.
It's just a tough game for him with Dixon being able to pick and pop like he can and being able to guard on the perimeter. And again, you're going to get out rebounded like we did when you miss as many shots as what we did tonight. It's going to be uneven on the boards. But we gave Abbas, some minutes in the first half. But it's a tough game with him when you have a guy like Dixon that has the ability to be able to pick and pop like he can.
Coach, the offense has really struggled, particularly second half this game. What kind of adjustments might be made over the break or these next few days as Big East play kind of rolls on?
I'm trying to figure it out. I'm just being quite honest with you. You're not going to win games scoring 45 and 48 points, a basketball game. Again, we're settling for too many threes when it isn't going right. We got to be able to drive the basketball, or we got to be able to throw the basketball to the paint, to the post guys to get an easy basket, to get to the free throw line. We're settling for too many threes.
Kind of going off that question, and you mentioned you're trying to figure it out. Do you think you can figure it out kind of now on the fly mid-season? Is it possible to kind of make those adjustments now?
Absolutely. You just have to change some things up about, your schemes and your attack. So I got to really study these films, study this tonight, and just study where we're going inside out and just not settling for so many threes. Putting some things in where we're driving that basketball to the rim and forcing us to be able to get to the paint.
Coach, your next game is against Chicago State. Can you talk about what it's like to face against teams who are from the Chicagoland area?
Obviously playing Chicagoland teams is big games. I hadn't thought about Chicago State up to this point. I had my mind on Villanova the whole time, so now I will get to thinking about that. But just playing any team from this area is always big games.
And then, Coach, there are plenty of fans who are just very disappointed with the product that's been on the court this season. What's just the message to the fans as the season progresses who are just very frustrated and, you don't know if it's getting any better now? So, what's just, the message to the fans who have doubts out there?
We're all frustrated. I'm frustrated. The guys are frustrated. They want to do better. We want to do better, and we will. We will. Just stick with us. We'll get there. We just got to keep chipping away. It's like I told the guys in there. Nobody's going to feel sorry for us and give us anything. We're going to have to go out there and win the game, and we're going to have to toughen up, and we're just going to have to figure it out. We're going to have to continue to fight because nobody's going to give us anything. We can't give into it, and we got to continue to get better and just keep chipping away.
Coach, we talked a little bit about the offense and the scheme, but how much does personnel play a factor into that and maybe getting Jalen Terry a bit more healthy, getting Caleb Murphy healthy out there? What kind of changes might they bring to this offense right now?
Guys that have the ability to be able to get in the paint and make a play, I think that's what they can do. And obviously, personnel does play a big part in it. When you got guys that can go make a play, it makes it a little easier. So just getting them guys in a position and putting them in a position to be successful, hopefully these couple of days help them guys get back a little healthier, and we'll be ready to go after Christmas.